Hi, I'm Allison Carver with A Taste of Therapy. I believe that cooking promotes conversation, and behind every great recipe, there's a great story to share. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite foods, pie. I love pie. It takes me right back to the fall, to football games, to sitting around the table with my family. And what's not more American than apple pie? Nothing. Apple pie is classic American cuisine that anybody can make. I like to use a mixture of apples because I love the variety. And it's like life, right? Variety is the spice of life. I'll use whatever kind of apples I have on hand, Fuji, Braeburn, Gala, doesn't matter, as long as they are crisp, fresh, and full of flavor. I also always take the time to use a made-from-scratch crust. Trust me when I say, the minute you take a bite into that buttery, flaky crust, you'll never go back to store-bought. Growing up, my mom always served me my apple pie with a slice of cheddar cheese on the side. The tanginess of the cheese combines really nicely with the sweetness of the apples. It's delicious. My husband had never heard of this before, and it turns out this is a New England tradition. Today, we're going to be cooking up a conversation with local chef Tom Parfit, culinary specialist at the University of Richmond. He is going to share with us the story behind his family's favorite apple pie recipe. So Tom, thank you for being here. Now tell us, what is the story behind this amazing apple pie?
Well, when I was a kid, I was a really picky eater, but I'd like to help my mom cook in the kitchen. And one day we were making a cake, and I found out there were eggs in the cake. So I wouldn't eat cake for several years. I mean, we even changed the name of pancakes to pan pies, so I'd eat them. And every year, for several years, this pie was my birthday cake. You know, we'd stick candles in it and light it and sing happy birthday around the apple pie.
What is the first memory you have of eating this pie?
It's hard to pinpoint a first memory because it's almost like it's always been there. You know, it's the quintessential Thanksgiving dessert. It was a big part of our Thanksgiving. You know, being a picky eater, I would eat turkey and mashed potatoes, and I would just wait for the apple pie at the end, you know, with a little bit of ice cream. I would have to say probably when I was 4 years old, and she would even take this pie with us if we went to our relative's house for Thanksgiving. They always wanted my mom's pie, so it's hard to say.
Where did the recipe come from?
I'm not really sure where the recipe came from, but if I had to take a guess, it's pretty similar to my grandmother's apple pie. So I guess it's a variation of the pie that my mother ate as a little girl.
So what is it that makes this apple pie unique?
One unique thing about the pie is that the filling is thickened with flour and butter as opposed to cornstarch, which gives it a little bit of a different and a better, in my opinion, mouthfeel than the cornstarch thickened fillings do. But what's unique to me about the apple pie is that it's my mom's pie, and it was sort of the gold standard by which I set all other apple pies.
Well, thank you so much for coming today, Tom, and sharing the story about this fantastic apple pie. I believe food connects us all. We all have memories and stories to share around our favorite family recipes. I can't wait to hear those stories and cook up a conversation with you.